1. Which evaluation method is most effective in determining whether packaging training outcomes align with adult learning principles? A. Multiple choice test only. B. Performance-based assessment. C. Attendance records. D. Peer feedback forms. 2. When developing a curriculum for CPP preparation, which principle ensures learners connect packaging concepts to prior knowledge? A. Repetition of content. B. Learner-centered approach. C. Instructor authority. D. Linear memorization. 3. What is the best way to assess comprehension of regulatory packaging compliance in a CPP practice setting? A. Group brainstorming. B. Written essays. C. Scenario-based case studies. D. Matching terms to definitions. 4. In mentoring new professionals about packaging safety standards, which strategy promotes long-term retention? A. Lecturing with technical slides. B. Demonstrations with guided practice. C. Memorization drills. D. One-time quizzes. 5. Which curriculum development step ensures packaging training content stays aligned with industry regulations? A. Reviewing current laws and standards. E. Collecting learner demographics. C. Scheduling classroom hours. D. Selecting assessment vendors. 6. What communication method is most effective when explaining packaging compliance requirements to cross-functional teams? A. Technical jargon emails. B. Simplified visual diagrams. C. Formal memos only. D. Repetitive lectures. 7. A CPP candidate struggles with applying packaging evaluation criteria. Which mentoring technique is most effective? A. Provide a model answer. B. Assign additional readings. C. Use guided questioning. D. Require extra memorization. 8. Which adult learning principle is applied when learners are allowed to select packaging case studies most relevant to their job roles? A. Internal motivation. B. Self-directed learning. C. External reinforcement. D. Authority-driven guidance. 9. During curriculum development for CPP, why is it important to map learning objectives to evaluation methods? A. To meet testing quotas. B. To ensure assessments measure intended outcomes. C. To keep lessons brief. D. To limit content scope. 10. What is the most effective tool to evaluate communication skills in a CPP training program? A. Peer-reviewed presentations. B. Attendance tracking. C. Reading comprehension test. D. Instructor-only scoring. 11. In adult learning for packaging compliance, what best enhances problem-solving ability? A. Passive listening. B. Interactive simulations. C. Memorizing regulations. D. Copying instructor notes. 12. Which evaluation approach provides the strongest evidence of skill mastery for CPP candidates? A. Multiple choice quizzes. B. On-the-job application projects. C. Self-reflection journals. D. Peer discussion groups. 13. A CPP mentor uses real-world packaging errors to guide discussion. This reflects which adult learning principle? A. Relevance to experience. B. Authority dependency. C. Cognitive overload. D. Abstract theorizing. 14. When developing packaging safety curriculum, what ensures adaptability across regions? A. Standardized templates only. E. Localization of regulatory requirements. C. Uniform examples. D. Ignoring cultural differences. 15. in communication, which approach reduces misunderstandings about packaging standards among diverse learners? A. Technical shorthand. E. Multilingual resources. C. One-way lectures. D. Overuse of acronyms. 16. What method best evaluates the effectiveness of a CPP mentoring program? A. Mentor attendance reports. E. Learner performance improvement metrics. C. Mentor seniority levels. D. Session duration logs. 17. When aligning curriculum development with CPP exam objectives, what should be the primary focus? A. Covering unrelated topics. B. Matching competencies to content. C. Reducing instruction hours. D. Limiting practice exercises. 18. Which communication method is most effective for mentoring in packaging line troubleshooting? A. Written policies only. B. Step-by-step demonstrations. C. Verbal theory explanation. D. Technical manuals alone. 19. What is the best approach to ensure regulatory compliance content is retained by adult learners? A. Memorization tasks. B. Contextualized problem solving. C. Instructor-centered lectures. D. Timed recall drills. 20. When evaluating CPP curriculum success, which data collection method provides the most accurate insights? A. Learner exit surveys. B. Post-training performance analysis. C. Instructor reflections. D. Attendance records. 21. Which mentoring strategy promotes confidence in applying CPP packaging principles? A. Critiquing mistakes harshly. B. Encouraging reflection and guided practice. C. Ignoring learner struggles. D. Delivering content passively. 22. Why is feedback critical in CPP candidate evaluation? It promotes compliance paperwork. B. It fosters continuous learning. C. It discourages learner independence. D. It ensures memorization. 23. When designing adult-focused CPP modules, what maximizes learner engagement? A. Lecture-heavy slides. E. Case study analysis. C. Silent reading tasks. E. Uniform group pacing. 24. What communication style is most effective for teaching packaging risk assessments? A. Directive and authoritarian. B. Clear and collaborative. C. Monotone explanation. D. Ambiguous technical speech. 25. How should mentors address different learning paces in CPP preparation? A. Ignore differences. B. Offer personalized guidance. C. Require strict uniform speed. D. Penalize slower learners. 26. Which regulatory compliance principle must be prioritized in CPP training? A. Documentation accuracy. B. Aesthetic design. C. Cost efficiency. D. Package branding. 27. In evaluating curriculum, why should both formative and summative assessments be used? A. To capture progress and final outcomes. B. To double the testing time. C. To satisfy industry norms. D. To delay certification. 28. Which communication tool enhances cross-functional packaging collaboration? A. Shared digital dashboards. B. One-directional newsletters. C. Informal gossip. D. Technical jargon. 29. What is the mentor's primary role in CPP development? A. Provide authoritative answers only. B. Guide learners toward independent problem solving. C. Reduce learning opportunities. D. Assign rote memorization. 30. Which adult learning principle explains why packaging professionals prefer hands-on simulations? A. Need for abstract reasoning. B. Orientation to practical application. C. Dependence on instructor. D. Cognitive disinterest. 31. When evaluating CPP candidates, which metric indicates readiness for certification? A. Attendance percentage. B. Demonstrated skill application. C. Instructor approval rating. D. Length of study hours. 32. What is the most effective way to integrate regulatory updates into packaging curriculum? A. Annual syllabus review. B. Ongoing monitoring and integration. C. Ignoring changes. D. Relying on outdated standards. 33. Which communication approach supports global packaging training initiatives? A. Translation with cultural adaptation. B. Single language delivery. C. Regional jargon. D. Technical-only slides. 34. What is the best evaluation strategy for teamwork skills in packaging projects? A. Individual written exams. E. Group project assessments. C. Instructor lecture notes. D. Self-paced quizzes. 35. Which curriculum element most effectively supports CPP mentoring efforts? A. Alignment with competencies. B. Randomized content order. C. Focus on entertainment. D. Exclusively theoretical material.